Hey everyone, so today's video is going to be an update for my Roulette Pan collab project Pan. So this is actually a collaboration with a bunch of amazing people, and I will have the playlist and also the creators and all that information down below in the description box. But this project technically ended in January, but I decided that I just wanted to continue it since I am enjoying it so much and I didn't want to wait. I believe they are starting it back up officially again in September. So I didn't want to wait that long to start this project again. So I am just going to be continuing it. And if you've never seen this project Pan before, basically there is a list of categories, all different types of categories, and you basically random number generate a number to basically select a category, and then you pick a product that corresponds with that category. So today I am actually rolling out quite a few products because I have hit my goal on them. And for this project I do a lot of usage projects, obviously, since the products I roll are more random, so I'm not necessarily able to hit pan on them, but I do have some exciting progress today. So let's just go ahead and get started. So the first product I actually don't have with me because I only had to use it once more to reach my goal. So last update I did actually roll in a new product for the Milani Silky Matte Bronzer, and again I did use that only one more time, so there wasn't much progress obviously in one use, but I will insert the photos here just so you can see the progress I made over the time span of this project and since it has been in the project. So I will show you my progress, and there is definitely a dent going in it, but I definitely wouldn't be able to hit pan anytime soon. So my original goal was to hit pan on that, but I changed it to sort of a maximum of 50 uses. So then once I used it 50 times, I was able to roll it out even though I didn't hit pan on it. Also, that Milani bronzer was for the category, a product that is silver or gold. I sometimes forget to tell you guys what category each product is for this project, but the next product is a single shadow palette. This was for the category of something that is never opened or used, and I did purchase some of these Makeup Geek singles a couple months ago, and I decided to put together a sort of custom green toned palette because I have been wanting to play with some green tones. So I decided to create this, and I did actually do a video sort of going through and decluttering all my single shadows where I also created this palette, so I'll have that linked if you are interested in that. But I did sort of create this myself, so a lot of these are new. A couple of them I already had in my collection, but most of these are brand new and had never been used. So my goal is to use this palette 10 times, which doesn't seem like a lot, but I feel like I'm kind of working on a lot of eyeshadows, and also with this palette I feel like it's very monochromatic, so you can only get sort of a specific type of look out of this palette, and I did only use it once. And I'm also at school right now, so I'm not doing like a full glam makeup look every single day. I mostly only do a full face of makeup pretty much on the weekends, so I'm not able to create so many like out there looks and not as natural, given this palette can be natural but it's also a bit more on the glam side. So I have only used it once and I still need to use it 9 more times to hit my goal, so this one will be staying in. Another product that I also rolled in the last update is a liquid or cream product, and for that I chose the Milani Soft Focus Glow. Mine is in the shade 02 Golden Glow, so it is a little bit deeper. It sort of gives a more bronzy glow to my skin, which I actually really like. I've pretty much been applying this underneath my makeup every single day, so I do really enjoy this product. It's just something I tend not to reach for, but I would like to finish this off at some point, maybe this year or in the next couple of years, because I just don't reach for these types of products anymore. And my goal with this is just to use it 50 times. It is pretty full, so I don't think I'll be able to completely use it up. So my goal is just to get 50 uses, and I have already used it 13 times. So at this rate, it will still take me a few more months to get that 50 usage, but hopefully I can get a little bit more use out of it next month. And next month is sort of, or February is sort of a shortened month, so I feel like I may not make as much progress on these products in the next month than I would like, but I guess we'll just see where I end up next month. The next category is a warm toned product, and for that I chose a Clinique Cheek Pop blush. This one is in the shade Peach Pop, and it has this really pretty imprint on it. I will insert the photos so you can kind of see my progress. I don't think there's that much of a difference. It still has this beautiful flower imprint on it, and I feel like it has worn away a little bit, but it's still, obviously, it doesn't even look like I've used it that much, but these blushes are very, very hard pressed, and I find that they aren't very pigmented at all. And because I like such a intense blush look, I feel like I have to go in with my brush pretty hard on this, and I feel like I have to sort of build it up a lot. So I did really like these blushes, but I feel like they're just not my favorite anymore, and Clinique is not cruelty free, so I feel like in the future I may end up decluttering some of these, and I do have like 3 in my collection right now. So I do enjoy this blush. It gives it a nice satin finish, but I don't know, I feel like I have to build it up a lot. So I did use this 9 times, and my goal is to use it 30 times, so I feel like that's a pretty reasonable goal that I could hit in the next couple of months. So this is going to be staying in for now, and I do really enjoy using it, so I don't mind using it. I pretty much use it every single day, so at least every day I put on makeup, so I haven't had an issue trying to get my usage out of this one. Now we are getting into some of the exciting products that I am rolling out. So the first product was for the category, a product that is forgotten in your collection, and for that I have the Natasha Denona Mini Sunset palette. So I feel like just because this is a mini palette, I just tend not to reach for it. I don't know why, because it is just a really pretty everyday neutral palette, and I think you can tell which shade I was trying to hit pan on, and I did actually hit pan on this. You definitely can't see it, or probably can't see it from there, but I will insert the photos where you can see it a little bit better, and that little speck of sort of shimmering glowing pan is actually pan in the photo, so it is really, really tiny, but I did end up hitting pan on this, and it took a lot longer than I thought it was going to. So it did actually take me 41 uses to hit pan on this, and I wouldn't think that, especially with a shimmer metallic shadow. I feel like I can hit pan a lot easier than on mattes, but I knew the Natasha Denona formula was already difficult to hit pan on, but I didn't think it was going to take that many uses. But I did have to use it 41 times to hit pan, so I am really glad that I finally have pan on this, and I did get a little bit of use out of it, which is good, because before I rolled this into this project, this really hadn't been touched. So I'm really happy to have gotten a good amount of use out of this, and I'm happy to roll it out now. The next product is a product that is nostalgic, and for that I chose the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Powder. So this used to be like an OG YouTube product that was raved about, so this kind of just brings me back to the days when I first started getting into makeup, and my goal for this, I believe, was to use it 50 times. Actually, no, my goal was to use this 30 times, and I actually ended up using it a lot more than 30 times. Once I sort of hit my 30 usage goal, I even continued to use this after that, because this is just the most beautiful natural everyday highlight. So I do really, really love applying this, especially if I put a more intense highlighter underneath. Then I will sort of go over the top with this just to sort of blend it out and make sure it's not like a harsh highlight. So I have been really enjoying using this, and I will insert photos, but I feel like you can't really see a difference at all, especially with these baked products. They take so long to go through, so I feel like there's not even a dip going in here. The dome is just a little bit flattened out, but I did use this over 30 times, and I really enjoyed using it. So this is something I will definitely probably continue to use, even though I am rolling it out of this project. And then the last category or product before we roll in some new products is a product that you are currently loving. So I believe I did roll this in a couple months ago, and my goal was to get 30 uses out of it. This is the RMS Beauty Living Luminizer Glow Quad, and it is just the mini, and I bought this at the Sephora VIB sale, and I'm so glad I did. It was a little bit of an impulse purchase, but I'm really happy that I did end up purchasing this. And basically this has 3 cream highlighters and then one cream bronzer. So I am really loving creams right now as well. So this just fits sort of my makeup style right now perfectly. And I do get use out of every single one of these shades, which is always good because I feel like with face palettes, the reason I don't reach for them or tend to use them is because I can't use every single shade in the palette. But I really love all of these shades, and you will see in the photos, and you may even be able to tell that I have gotten a good amount of use out of every single one of these shades. So this is definitely one of my favorite little palettes at the moment, and I'm kind of sad to be rolling this out because I do want to continue to use it, but I also have to get use out of other products in my collection. So I will be rolling this out, and this is another one that once I reach that 30 usage goal, I continue to use it just because I was loving it so much. So I probably will continue to use this even though it's not in a project anymore. Now for the products that I will be rolling in, I did randomly number generate the categories off of camera just so that it's faster and I feel like more interesting for you guys. But the first category that I rolled is something that I regret buying, and this isn't necessarily something I regret buying because I'm glad I was able to try it out, but I just don't think that it is my favorite. This is the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. Mine is in the shade 20N, and it is just a little mini, so this was only $10. So I am glad I was able to try it out. I just don't think that it's my favorite concealer, and it is called the Creaseless Concealer, and I feel like it's kind of the opposite of that. But granted, I haven't used this very much just because a couple of times I have used it, I didn't really love the way it looked under my eyes. So I figured it would be good to roll this into this project just to get some more use out of and really get some more solid thoughts on it. So my goal will be to use this 20 times, and I do normally apply concealer pretty much every day if I'm applying makeup, so I feel like I could pretty easily get 20 uses out of this, and hopefully I don't hate it that much because I feel like it's not terrible. I just find that it's definitely not creaseless, so I'm really excited to try this out a little bit more and get more solid thoughts on it. The next product is a product that is a collab. So I actually ended up bringing a lot of collab eyeshadow palettes to school with me, so I was kind of scared that for these products, since I am at school, I wouldn't be able to pick a product that sort of fit the category because I don't have much makeup here with me. I pretty much only have my project pan items and then like a few extra products that I would potentially want to pan. So for this one, I actually do have the Colourpop Kathleen Lights So Jaded palette, and this is the newest palette or the newest product to my collection, and it is a really beautiful palette. So I'm so excited to get some use out of this, and my goal is going to be to use this 15 times. I figured since this is obviously has so many shades in here, I can get a really simple, easy, everyday look. So it won't be too difficult for me to use this 15 times. And I am currently working on a 1 week, 1 palette video with this palette, and this is the palette I have on my eyes today. So I am really excited to sort of put out that 1 week, 1 palette video and also get some more use out of this. I have already done a couple of looks with this, and I really loved the way they turned out, so I'm excited to get some use out of this. And again, with that Makeup Geek single shadow palette, I still have to use 10 times. I feel like I have a lot of shadows in projects, but I feel like this is better for a more everyday look, so I will be able to get that 15 uses out of it a lot easier than with those Makeup Geek singles where you can pretty much only get a green look. So I am really excited to use this some more in the coming months. And then the last product that I will be rolling in is from a product from a cruelty-free brand. So for that, I chose the Milani Prep and Brighten Rose Face Oil. So this is basically just a face oil, and I apply this sort of as a primer if I feel like I need a little bit more hydration. And Milani is one of my favorite cruelty-free drugstore brands, so I kind of knew that I wanted to pick a product from them, and I have had this for a pretty long time. As you can see, I have used sort of a good amount of it, but obviously it's nowhere near finished. So I do kind of want to get some more use out of this, and I feel like this is a very difficult product to pan because you only need a couple drops. So my goal is going to be to use it 30 times, and I feel like that won't be too difficult just because I can apply this on my skin whether I am wearing makeup that day or not. So again, 30 uses is my goal, and I'm excited to get some more use out of this and hopefully make some progress on it. So that is it for this Roulette Pan Collab Project Pan update. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys are doing any project pans, because I would really love to check them out. And if you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I do post new videos about 3 times a week, so if you want to see more from me, make sure to subscribe and don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notified every time I post. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.